I got interested in genealogy, doing all this history stuff, really interested in that. And obviously, talking to you all the time, you made 3 outrageous claims to me. Now, the first claim you've already highlighted is the Moran connection. Yeah, which we will explore. You've also made another outrageous claim that you related to the man who broke the bank at Monte Carlo. Do you remember this?
No.
You actually told me this. This is legit from you. And your sister's nodding, so you have obviously lost some brain cells.
He's been training this morning, mate. Somebody probably penciled him.
So the claim that you made, and a lot of people come to me like, oh, yeah, will you do my family tree? My granddad said that I'm related to Elvis or whatever. Yeah. That is actually how I got into genealogy. I swear to God, is my granddad... this is going off trajectory, but it'll tell you how I got here, because people are saying, "Well, why is this fighter guy interested in?"
Tell us, Danny.
We assumed it was CTE.
Yeah. that does brain damage does play a part in it. But it was actually my granddad. He when he was alive, he used to say, my granddad was from Wales. Yeah, he lived in Wales, and he told me this fantastical story that he used to. Live in a castle. Our family in particular owned a castle in Wales, and they all farmed around the castle and stuff, and that's what they did. And I'm like, yeah, it probably weren't a castle, it probably just like a big house, Anyway, then I start getting into martial arts, boxing as I get older, and he's like, oh yeah, we had a boxing gym in the castle, and I'm like, all right, yeah. And he's like, Randolph Turpin, who was a world champion back in the day. He actually killed his own family, I believe, because he went a bit mad. But ignoring that, he was a very good boxer, and he actually trained in this castle, and he sparred with my great grandfather in the castle, and just this fantastical story that just and my granddad got really bad dementia and eventually died. But that story was like
ingrained.
But I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it for a second. I was like, some castles, boxing.
It's like a Grandpa Simpson thing where he tells a story which isn't real, but it turned out to be real.
Yeah, and then I've always had an interest in history. Like at school, I loved history, and so I started. One day I started, looking into the family tree, doing a little bit of digging onto the Welsh side, which is my mum's side. And I came across a guy called Jesse Rennie, who is my great grandfather's first cousin. Okay, and he owned a massive castle in Wales, and it is the castle that was used for I'm a Celebrity.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
mad.
Yeah, which is mad. So when I discovered this, so there's literally a picture of him. You can Google his name, and there's a picture of him stood at this castle.
Get this on screen, George.
Yeah, well, I'll get you the picture. And basically the family lived in the castle grounds, farmed, in that area, and the castle was owned by the family. So I was like, wow. And it's a fucking proper castle. It's not just like a manor house with a big wall.
I've seen it. I mean, I don't watch I'm a Celebrity, get me out of it.
Yeah.
But I did
until you're on it and you win.
Yeah, well, they keep rumouring that, don't they? I go on there and eat fucking Nigel Farage's leg live on TV.
So yeah, this mad, fantastical castle story turned out to be true. So then I'm like, wow. So then I start researching the castle, and I'm reading about it, and it's like, oh yeah, Randolph Turpin actually trained there for his fight with Sugar Ray Robinson when he fought for the world title, and he actually won as well. And I'm like, what? So that event. So he was actually at the castle, training. So I thought, this could actually be true. This could be a real thing. So I start searching for photos of him training in this castle. There's loads of them. They've got like a setup with bags and stuff. There's a castle in the background, and he's hitting the bag. So I'm like, wow, like they actually had a boxing gym in a castle.
That's mad.
So that is true.
Yeah.
And then going through some BBC archive footage, stumbled on a video of them actually sparring in the castle, which is mind blowing. I made a joke about it because there's always people like bullshitting about fights, like the people who on Facebook saying they've had X amount of fights and it's all bullshit or whatever. And I'm like, I made a little joke about it, like these people saying, in 2024 we're in now, that I've had, I fought this guy in this place and there's no evidence that it ever happened. Yet I can go and I can find a black and white video of my fucking great granddad sparring in a castle in Wales. It's just a mad.
So stop chatting shit.
It's just fucking bonkers, isn't it, that you can actually see that. So I was like, wow, like he weren't actually lying. Then I started thinking, what else did he tell me? Like, what other shit did he claim? So, but that's how I really got deep into this genealogy stuff.